definitely the best Windows emulator of all time in terms of performance. Don't even use the original Winlator Android, just use the Winlator Bionic. And here at the top left corner you guys can see we are getting 25 FPS while emulating GTA 4 on a low-end Android device. This is seriously mind-blowing guys, you won't believe it, but this is the best performing Windows emulator ever. Yo, what's up guys, it's ApTreX here. In today's video we'll be finally testing out the Winlator Bionic Ludashi on our low-end Android device, the iQOO Z6 Lite, which comes with a Snapdragon 4 Gen 1 processor. So this is super low-end Android device. Along with that, only 6GB of RAM, out of which 2.6GB is actually available. If you guys don't know about Winlator Bionic Ludashi, it is basically an open source Windows emulator based on normal Winlator, which has the Bionic container, and as we saw before, it provides really amazing performance. There have been lot of improvements and there have also been brand new updates since the last time I set this emulator up on my Android device. So we have two new versions, the June 23 as well as June 19 version. The last build was updated about 2 days ago. You guys can see the changes right here on its official GitHub. So you can also now choose the FX core as well as WoW Box 64 versions according to what's best for you. You also get Contents Manager improvements as well as DXVK HUD improvements. Now I have already added this emulator on my Android device and I have also set it up. If you guys want to watch the setup video, then make sure to watch it on the iCard above. But before getting started, let me show you guys some of the best settings for this emulator. Box 64 preset, make sure to select performance, duplicate it. Afterwards you'll need to edit it and set the save flags level to 0. Once that has been done, you'll just need to make sure to tap on the tick mark option, tap on these 3 lines, tap on edit and create your container. Now as we are using a low-end Android device, I'll go with 800 by 600 resolution. Graphics driver, there is only one option, which is the wrapper graphics driver. Here we'll select the graphics driver version as Turnip 25.1.0. Now if you guys have a Mali GPU Android device, go with the system graphics driver. But once that has been done, in terms of DX wrapper, we have chosen DXVK and the version is 2.3.1. You also get Wind D3D, show FPS and enable full screen option. Video memory size we have set it to 4GB and this is supposedly the best performing Windows emulator for Android ever. Box 64 version is 0.3.6 and that's about it. As it is supposedly the best performing Windows emulator for Android, I have loaded 3 games on my Android device, the Assassin's Creed Rogue, the Grand Theft Auto 4 as well as Marvel's Amazing Spider-Man 2. Let's start with Assassin's Creed Rogue. We'll just go and tap on it and our game should be directly launched. Now as this is supposed to be the best performing Windows emulator, we also need to see how well does it actually work on low-end devices. So we'll swipe back. Afterwards make sure to enable the virtual gamepad on-screen touch controls. We'll also make sure to enable the toggle full screen option. And at the top left corner you'll be able to see the FPS which we are getting. It's about 60 FPS. So I am very curious, when I used to emulate this game on the same low-end Android device in the other versions of Winlator Android or even the Game Hub emulator, I only used to get like 10 to 12 FPS maximum in this game. So unfortunately virtual gamepad input touch controls are not working. So we'll go to settings, make sure to import profile, go to the second option and here make sure to choose the GTA 5 on-screen input touch control profile. This is one of the best input controls profile. Go back once again and here let's just go ahead and choose the GTA 5 on-screen touch control profile. So here let's press the enter button to start our game. So here we go guys, right now we are about to find the moment of truth. How well will this AAA title of its own time work on my low-end Android device? So let's tap on the space button to continue and here begins the first cutscene. At the top left corner you can see the FPS which we are getting along with the RAM usage. Out of the 5.32GB RAM which is available, about 2.5GB is actually used. Now in this beginning intro cutscene, the game renders everything, all the open world areas, and I am honestly surprised with the FPS which I am seeing even in the most demanding scenarios. You guys can see I am getting about 28 FPS, which is quite a lot. As I mentioned before, previously we used to get very low FPS, around 10 to 15 FPS max while emulating this game on the same low-end Android device. That's why I am pretty surprised. But let's not talk much until we are able to control our main character. So here we go, this is literally surprising. We are getting about 20 to 30 FPS. Our game begins. Let's find out if our FPS drops or if it will be the same. As you guys can see, still getting 27 FPS and I just have to say this is freaking insane. We are getting more FPS on this Android device than I got in any till now. This is seriously surprising. We are getting almost 30 FPS stable gameplay experience on a Snapdragon 4 Gen 1 processor Android device. That should be unbelievable. This is one of the lowest of the low-end Android devices, almost a 4-year-old processor which is super cheap, and still the performance which we are getting is absolutely playable and mind-blowing. Let's just go ahead and close this game and move on towards our next game, which is going to be the Grand Theft Auto 4. Let's start our Bionic container and boot up the game. I am most excited to find out how much FPS will we get in the original GTA 4 as well, as this is one of my favorite games of all time. Let's just go ahead and enable the GTA 5 input profile, and there we go, our game begins. So there we go, once our game starts, we'll press the enter button and make sure to go to the options or settings tab, where we'll be changing our graphics setting and making sure to set everything on low graphics. So here we'll scroll down, set everything to low and turn off everything as well, including anisotropic. Once that has been done, we'll scroll down and also even turn off VSync and definition so that we get better FPS. Once that has been done, make sure to save your settings. Now go back and we can start playing our GTA 4 on our Android device. And oh my god guys, this is seriously mind blowing. It's just been 5 to 10 seconds since the game started loading and the game has already booted up. I never expected this game to boot up so fast on my low-end device. It usually takes me about 20 to 25 seconds, and here at the top left corner you guys can see we are getting 25 FPS while emulating GTA 4 on a low-end Android device. This is seriously mind-blowing guys, you won't believe it, but this is the best performing Windows emulator ever. So definitely if you guys have a low-end Android device, go for this emulator with your eyes closed, as the amount of performance which I am seeing on this low-end Android device in the games that we are testing out, I have never seen before. This is literally truly peak guys. Let me just go ahead and get out of the car. You guys will be able to see we are playing as Nico Bellic and everything is working properly in GTA 4 at straight up 20 to 30 FPS. Even all the open world area are being rendered properly. There are no stuttering issues. Seriously, my mind is blown away. I am speechless. I have no words what to say. But finally, let's move on towards the next game, which is going to be the Marvel's Amazing Spider-Man 2. This game actually gave me lot of issues on the same Android device. Like the most FPS which I ever got while emulating this game on my iQOO Z6 Lite, the device which I am using obviously, is about 4 to 5 FPS. I did not get more than 5 FPS while emulating this game in open world areas. So that tells you guys everything that you need to know. This is highly unoptimized game, and if it can run at more than 10 FPS, then it's over guys, it's literally over. Don't even use the original Winlator Android, just use the Winlator Bionic. So let me quickly start this game up and I'll be back. Let's go. Here the game begins, and once again, oh my god, this is seriously crazy guys. As I mentioned before, I have never gotten more than 4 to 5 FPS while emulating this game, and we are getting about 10 to 15 FPS. So you can't even imagine, if you have a high-end Android device, then you will get mind-blowing amount of performance from this Winlator Android. Seriously, at the top left corner, take a look at this. This is crazy amount of performance which we are getting, almost more than 10 to 12 FPS. You can literally watch all my low-end Android device testing videos of Winlator Android, including Winlator Frost, etc. No other emulator ever gave me more than 3 to 4 FPS while emulating this game, which means there is so much app optimization in Winlator Bionic that this is definitely the best Windows emulator of all time in terms of performance, which is super crazy. It has the custom wrapper graphics driver as well, which means the compatibility in this emulator is best too. So definitely I guess Bionic Ludashi is the king of low-end Android Windows emulator.